Armwrestling Q&A Part 9. Let's start. An interesting question. How can we increase wrist and hand size for arm wrestling? Wrist size, I think you can increase it. Hand size, I'm not sure. I don't think so. There is another question similar to that. If you have a small wrist, can you do good in super heavyweight or steroid make wrist wider? I'll say both of them are kind of true. Yes, you can compete, but the chances are very low, highly unlikely. And steroids make wrist wider, I would say yes. And I did a detailed discussion on this topic. Can arm wrestling grow your wrist size? Just type that, or I'll link the video in the description with Leo and Longevity, Ryan Bowen and RVJ. The most detailed discussion on internet whether arm wrestling is going to increase your wrist size or not. I'll say it will definitely increase your wrist size just a little bit. At most, I'll say maybe 2-3 centimeters or at least 1 centimeter. That's the kind of gain that you can expect. All right, we want Pradeep to start arm wrestling. Pradeep also wants Pradeep to start arm wrestling, but it is getting difficult because I'm living a lifestyle where laziness is kind of promoting me being more successful. That's kind of weird thing to say, but that's why I'm not doing anything. There are some times that when I motivate myself to go to gym, to go to work out, but that doesn't really last long because my job at my office, it is highly, what's the right word? I have to pay real good amount of attention. I cannot really leave my chair for almost 7 years, 7 hours, not years. So I have to sit there just on a chair, and when I'm at home, I just lie in bed or lay in bed. I think that's the word. Or I just sit on a chair. So 23 out of 24 hours in a day, I spend either laying down on bed or just sitting. That's why I'm weak. I'd love to get strong. And yeah, maybe a super match. Maybe I need to fix a super match with someone, and the disappointment, the embarrassment of losing, that's the only thing that I haven't tried, which can possibly motivate me to get strong. And that's needed. Do you think King of the Table should re-evaluate its direction on matchups? And coming back to the previous question, that's why I'm doing this video standing up. I'll probably do videos like that in the future. At least I can spend some time standing on my feet. King of the Table. Yeah, I would like to know who is suggesting King of the Table, the matches. So far, we have seen some crazy close matches. Match of the year, Vitali versus Dave Chaffee. But when you're getting 1 or 2 matches, 3 matches, and 1 or 2 out of those 3 are getting real good attention afterwards, they are really close matches, the success rate is good. But sometimes it can be depending on the luck as well, and maybe they ran out of luck this time. So yeah, I think one super match should be decided by the fans, whether it is King of the Table or East versus West. All they can do is to create a community post, and I know if they provide 4 options, then we have minimum 5-6 athletes or 8 athletes, depending if all of the matches are completely different. Then it's difficult. Let's say if somebody votes for Daniel Prokopchuk versus, who would I say, maybe RVJ, who knows. So if somebody votes for that match, and or Daniel Prokopchuk versus Derek Smith, those kind of matches, but then the promoters contact those athletes and they are not available, then these community post votes cannot really work. So they have to confirm in advance what are the athletes that are willing to have a super match at their event. Then they can create a community post, maybe out of 2 matches, let the fans decide. Then they'll have more responsibility, because when I've voted for something and that match is happening, then I must buy the pay-per-view. So I think it can increase the pay-per-view sales. And yeah, 5 matches they've already announced, so which is good. Out of 5, you cannot get all complete mismatches. There will be some close matches for sure. Do you have any sport background? I will say no, but I always keep on saying this thing about myself. I always used to believe, and maybe I still believe, that you can pick any group of random 100 losers or just random people, and I'll do better at 90% of things. I'll do better than 90% of them. Maybe the math is clear. So I'll do 90% of things better than 90% of the average population. That's what I've said. So no sport background. I used to love swimming, but I wasn't really good at it. If you are not a professional, I'll beat you. If you are a professional, you'll beat me, which is the same thing about arm wrestling as well. And little bit of athletics. There was a time when I used to jump about 6 meters, 100 meter in about 12 seconds. Nothing crazy, but then again, same thing. 90 better than 90% of people at almost everything. And how did I get into arm wrestling? This arm wrestling thing happened to be that one thing where I was better than 99% of people instead of 90. Like beat everyone in school, beat everyone at my job place. So maybe that's why I got interested into it. Do you think Dave will be dominant again? That's a good question. I'll say, first of all, you need to clarify the question more. I know I ask you guys to keep the question short, but dominant, if by dominant you mean top 5, no, there is no chance. If by dominant you mean top 10 in the world, I think if Dave works strategically, right now I think he's out of top 10, but if he works strategically towards that, yes, I do believe there is a good chance he can be top 10 again, maybe top 8 at best, but I don't think he can go beyond that. 115 kilos, I genuinely believe Dave can be top 3 in the world, and that's where I think he should belong to, the 115 kg division. Right now he's about 280 pounds, but he must be bulking. He can lay off the sauce just a little bit and he'll naturally go down probably 10 pounds. And the rest 10-15 pounds he can cut in water weight. I think he can still be around 270-275 pounds while competing in the 252 or 253 pounds division, whatever it is at East versus West, 115 kilos. Alright, so we have seen how Devon trolled. So basically you're saying in the first paragraph, and by the way, all of these questions I've just read, took screenshots of the interesting ones, and total impromptu. I haven't prepared any answers. That's the beauty of this Q&A session. Raw emotions. You guys seem to support and enjoy that a lot. Thanks for watching in advance, and please like the video. So you're basically saying that Devon insults his opponents a lot. You're saying he went far with Gennady by calling Opana. No, Opana wasn't far, but calling him his dog was kind of going far. And I'll say, support Devon's style of promoting. Can there be anything better than that? Yes, for sure. Is there anyone better at promoting the events than Devon? No, there isn't anyone. So till the time we see any better promoter, I don't think we really have a position to criticize what Devon is doing. Kind of same thing with Engin Terzi's East versus West. He is by far the best. So even if he does some things that are not correct to the majority, according to the majority of the audience, we kind of have to let it slide because he's the best. That's what I think is happening with Devon as well. And afterwards, he's really, really supportive. He's really respectful. I think that's a good approach. That's a really fantastic approach. If this were in your hands, would you keep it the same way? Yes, for now, I would keep it the same way. Tal Paul Hutchins Jr., member of the channel, please click the join button and see what is going to be in the membership page. Plan on doing membership live. That's interesting. Yeah, we just talked about that. I will, brother. Sure. Tomorrow. A day after tomorrow, for sure. A couple of hours live stream, members only channel. USA, no. I am living here in India, and I will live here in India for as long as it is, what's the right word? Possible for me to live. I don't want to go deep into that. But yeah, I love the country, and it's easy. The purchase power parity thing, I don't want to get into that, but it's really beautiful. When you can earn in dollar and spend in rupees, that's the best life you can be living. All right. Now, what do you think about Devon versus Ermes super match? And if Devon wins, will he give tough time to Levan? Devon Lett versus Ermes Gasparini. That's an interesting question. Still, I believe that Devon should be the favorite. Devon should be the favorite against Ermes. My bad. I was thinking about something else. Ermes Gasparini should be the favorite against Devon, although Devon beat Dave easier than Ermes did. But Ermes Gasparini's style, we cannot really go by that because Corey West beat Cody Merritt easier than Artem Morozov. And see what Artem did to Corey West. So I'll say Ermes Gasparini would still probably beat Devon, and it should be easy. Just top rolling him to the pad 6 times will be impossible, but Ermes has a very quick and efficient transition to a press, and that's Devon's weakness. We have already seen that. So Ermes Gasparini is the favorite. Yes, I think he will beat him. Pradeep versus Rebecca Todd left-handed. I will win. Pradeep versus RVJ's daughter right-handed. I will win for sure. Pradeep versus Jake Ward right-handed. Yeah, the same thing that I wanted to. I was talking about training for a match. Yes, I think I will win that match as well. But for this match, I'll need maybe 4 or 5 months advance notice. Pradeep versus Grand Diet left hand. I'm not sure how strong his left is, but he's like a 350-pound fat guy. I'm not sure how strong he is, but I don't know about this question, man. I've seen him arm wrestle, but only right-handed. Left, I don't remember much. Maybe he'll beat me. Who will hire in top? Jerry versus Ermes. Okay. Interesting question. Jerry versus Ermes loser or Morozov versus Quiquinia winner. Jerry and Ermes, I think they both are ranked higher than Morozov and Quiquinia, so the combined rating is much higher. And Morozov, Quiquinia. Really good question. Difficult to answer. I'll say it depends on how close the match is. So if Jerry versus Ermes is close, by close I don't mean 3-2, it can be 3-0 as well, but extremely close, which is going to be the case. There is no way that either maybe Jerry can pin Ermes fast. People are saying Ermes needs to win fast, but I don't think it is going to happen. It will take some time. So either way, it is going to be a war. So the loser of Jerry versus Ermes will rank higher than the winner of Morozov versus Quiquinia, unless Morozov just kills Quiquinia 3-0, it isn't even close, then maybe Morozov will be ranked even higher than Ermes Gasparini. That's definitely a possibility. Why any Indian arm wrestler not competing in any kind of East versus West or King of the Table? I'll say the only reason is that they're not sure about the investment. What I think is going to happen when they invite, let's say, Rahul Panikar, not enough Indian are going to purchase the pay-per-view because they won't even know about the event that it is going to happen. And once he competes, the videos will get millions and millions of views. After that, the next time people will buy the pay-per-view for sure. And the promoters are not willing to take the risk of spending a couple of $1,000s on the athlete, because the first time I genuinely do believe that there won't be enough pay-per-view sales. But even if the percentage of pay-per-view sales is very low, still lots and lots of Indians are going to buy the event, and it will create overall brand experience in a completely new country, which is India, and massive. India is by far, I'm not saying in terms of level, but in terms of arm wrestling exposure, by far the biggest arm wrestling country in the world. It's not even close. Any random guy, he can be at the level which is below me, and he can easily generate millions and millions of views. Let's see Sachin Bicep King. He has the second biggest arm wrestling channel in the world, already crossed 1 million subs just because of one viral short. Why no international player from India? East versus West. Okay, same question. Yeah, I've already answered that. I think it's a big mistake that Engin and Core Sports are not inviting Indians. Big mistake. Why JFord don't give you copyright strike to your video but give copyright strike to other YouTubers? My channel got deleted due to JFord. Watch this. I currently have a strike for them. I don't talk about these things, like going publicly, making a video. There is a reason for that. No, I'm not scared to talk about these things. But hopefully there won't come a time when I'll have to come openly and talk about these things. Hopefully. Thanks for watching the video. Like it if you really liked it. Subscribe, and I'll see you again.